Masters of the wild, the secret life of the American black bear. Picture this. Deep in the forest, sunlight filters through the leaves, birds chatter above, and somewhere in the distance, a twig snaps. A massive shadow moves silently through the trees, not a predator stalking prey, but one of North America's most intelligent and adaptable creatures, the American black bear. With a nose that can detect a scent from over a mile away, this incredible animal lives by its senses, guided by smells, sounds, and instincts sharpened through thousands of years of survival. Let's step into the paws of the black bear, the wanderer, the survivor, and the quiet ruler of the forest. A nose that knows everything. If the animal kingdom had a Super Sense award, the black bear would win by a landslide. Its sense of smell is about 7 times stronger than a bloodhound's, and nearly 2,000 times better than a human's. Imagine being able to smell an apple pie baking in a cabin 5 miles away. That's what life is like for a bear. Their noses are so powerful that scientists have found their olfactory bulb, the part of the brain that processes scent, is 5 times larger than ours, even though their brains are only 1/3 the size. This super scent helps them find food, detect danger, and even locate mates during the breeding season. Some biologists call their noses biological GPS systems because bears can remember exact feeding sites years later, even across mountain ranges. Not just black. The term black bear is a bit misleading. These animals are nature's color palette. While many are jet black, others range from chocolate brown, blonde, cinnamon, silver blue, to even ghostly white. The famous spirit bear, or Kermode bear, found in British Columbia, is actually a rare white variant of the black bear, not an albino, but a result of a unique gene. In some regions, up to 10 to 20% of the population are this pale color. Color variation helps them blend into their surroundings. In dense forests, darker fur offers camouflage in shadowy undergrowth, while in open meadows or snowy regions, lighter coats can make them harder to spot. Each bear's color and markings are as unique as fingerprints, telling a story of where they come from and how they survive. Where they roam. The American black bear, Ursus americanus, holds the title of North America's most widespread bear species, with an estimated population of over 800,000 individuals. They roam across 32 U.S. states, every Canadian province, and parts of northern Mexico. From the humid Everglades of Florida to the icy peaks of Alaska, these bears thrive almost everywhere except the Great Plains and arid deserts. Their secret? Adaptability. They live in forests, swamps, tundra, and even suburban backyards. In recent years, black bears have been spotted wandering into towns, crossing roads, or climbing fences in search of food. Yet despite their growing proximity to people, they remain cautious and elusive. Most humans who see one in the wild are lucky, because the bear has probably already seen them first. Forest athletes. Despite weighing anywhere from 150 to 600 pounds, and occasionally over 800 pounds in northern regions, black bears are astonishingly athletic. They can run at speeds of 35 miles per hour, climb trees in seconds, and swim across lakes and rivers several miles wide. Their curved claws, about 2 inches long, make them expert climbers. Cubs learn to climb just weeks after birth, darting up trunks to escape predators like wolves or other bears. Adults often rest or hide food caches high in trees. Some even nap on branches, perfectly balanced, with one paw dangling lazily in the air. They're also strong diggers, tearing apart rotting logs and anthills in search of insects and grubs. Their sense of balance, power, and agility makes them unmatched in North American forests, true masters of their domain. What's on the menu? You might imagine bears as fierce carnivores, but the black bear is mostly a gentle forager. Around 80 to 85% of its diet is plant-based. They feast on berries, grasses, roots, nuts, and fruits. A single bear can consume over 30,000 berries in one day during summer. But make no mistake, they're opportunists. They'll eat ants, beetles, honeycomb, carrion, small mammals, and in some areas, salmon. During salmon runs in Alaska or British Columbia, black bears transform into skilled fishers, plucking shimmering salmon straight from rivers with lightning-fast swipes. Each bite is precious fuel for the coming winter. Before hibernation, bears enter a phase called hyperphagia, where they eat up to 20,000 calories per day. That's like consuming 30 large pizzas daily. Their goal? To double their body weight before winter hits. The winter miracle. When cold winds sweep across the mountains, the black bear performs one of nature's most astonishing feats: hibernation, or more accurately, torpor. Their heart rate slows from 50 beats per minute to as few as 8, and their body temperature drops just enough to conserve energy without freezing. Inside their dens, hollow trees, caves, or dugout burrows, they can stay dormant for up to 7 months without eating, drinking, urinating, or defecating. Even more incredible, their bodies recycle waste into protein, preventing muscle loss and kidney damage. Scientists are studying this process for potential breakthroughs in human medicine, from muscle preservation to long-term space travel. When spring finally melts the snow, the bears emerge lean but alive, proof that nature has mastered energy efficiency long before humans ever dreamed of it. A mother's devotion. Deep inside a snowy den, the story of life begins. In the stillness of midwinter, a mother bear gives birth to 1 to 3 tiny cubs, each no heavier than a can of soda. They're blind, hairless, and utterly dependent on her. Through the long, cold months, she nurses them on rich milk, fueled by the fat she stored in autumn. She doesn't eat or drink. Every heartbeat is dedicated to her cubs' survival. When spring comes, she leads them out into a dazzling world of color and scent. Cubs spend their first 2 years learning everything: what's edible, what's dangerous, how to climb, swim, and read the forest. Play is their school: wrestling, chasing, tumbling. Each playful bite and swat builds strength and skill. The mother is both patient teacher and fierce protector. If danger nears, she'll charge with the fury of a storm. By their second spring, the cubs begin to wander on their own, ready to face the wilderness alone. Their survival depends on the lessons she's taught, lessons passed down through generations. Living with bears. In a world where wilderness shrinks every year, black bears have proven that coexistence is possible, but it requires respect. When exploring bear country, hikers are encouraged to make noise, talk, clap, or sing, so bears aren't surprised. Store food in bear-proof containers or hang it 10 feet high and 4 feet from a tree trunk. And the golden rule: never feed a bear. A bear that learns to associate humans with food quickly becomes a danger, not out of aggression, but desperation. Many of those bears end up being relocated or killed. Rangers repeat a hard truth: a fed bear is a dead bear. If you do encounter one, stay calm. Don't run. You can't outrun a bear. Stand tall, speak softly, and slowly back away. If it charges or acts aggressive, use bear spray and make yourself look large. Unlike grizzlies, black bears can often be scared off by confidence. Why they matter? Black bears aren't just forest residents, they're ecosystem engineers. As they forage, they spread seeds through their droppings, helping forests regenerate. They control insect populations and clean up carrion, preventing disease spread. Their presence signals a healthy, thriving wilderness. These quiet giants remind us that true strength lies not in dominance, but in adaptability and balance. They've lived alongside humans for thousands of years, surviving habitat loss, hunting, and climate change, and still they roam, curious and cautious, in the shadow of the pines. So next time you wander through a forest, listen carefully. The crack of a twig, the faint smell of berries in the air. Somewhere nearby, a black bear might be moving, unseen but ever watchful. The forest is its kingdom, and we are only visitors in its ancient, breathing world.